Learning vocabulary is still a very important skill for the GRE. I just wanted to touch base on vocabulary because yes, there's nuance in the vocabulary and context questions because they're not just pure vocabulary, whether you know the definition or not. That's why we can use strategy here, right? But I do want to emphasize that learning vocabulary is still a very important skill for the GRE, for the verbal section. This is because 50%, around half of the questions, will be vocabulary driven. Most of them will be within the sections or the question types of sentence equivalence and text completion, which we will not cover in this class, but we have plenty of other videos about them in our YouTube channel if you want to check those out. Besides the sentence equivalence and text completion, there's also the reading comprehension questions. And some of those questions can incorporate GRE vocabulary. Those are specifically the ones that we're going to be going over today. All right, so what are our goals? What should we accomplish by the end of this lesson? Well, we want to make sure that we understand the structure of the vocabulary and context questions. We also will learn the techniques to approach these questions regardless of the length of the passage. And hopefully that will help us and set us up for success so we can avoid the common traps. Let's jump in. Okay, so here's a little overview of the reading comprehension questions that I talked to you about earlier. Verbal has 3 types of questions in general. We have text completion, sentence equivalence, reading comprehension. Now, within reading comprehension, there are more subtypes. Vocabulary and context is one of those. So what do these reading comprehension questions look like? By the way, quick aside, if you're just starting out studying for your GRE, this is a very important section to pay attention to because it will help dissect and give you overall information on how the GRE is structured, or at least this verbal section. But if you've already been preparing for this for a while, take this as a very light review, okay? Okay, reading comprehension questions. These are the ones that have a passage, a text, a paragraph, and they can be short or medium, or they can be on the longer side, like those texts that you have to scroll up and down for. Because they vary in length, you will have varying amounts of questions, all of them regarding to that specific passage. So you will see a passage, and then you will have anywhere between 1 to 6 questions just about that passage. Vocabulary and context questions will be found for any passage length and any difficulty level. So don't brush up, don't think that just because one passage is short, you're going to get just one question. You might get 3 or 4 on that. And it's good to be prepared and to know the strategies to approach these questions because you will see them regardless of the level that the algorithm is sending to you, the difficulty level that the algorithm picks up based on your previous performance.